fans of the Adepta Sororitas, new players of 40K, or just subscribers, friends, you name it, I don't care. Welcome back. Today we are painting our lovely Clementine. She's for now the army leader of my brand new 11th edition Sororitas army. She will be the first. And yeah, for painting scheme I thought about the sacred roses, so the white armor, but I think that will interfere with the typical white hair, and I like the white hair. And we also got how did they call it, the Novitat squad with the nun heads, and I want them to be white as well. So I needed something a little bit more off-white. So I got into my local store and asked my friend, and he told me, okay, go for company gray for all the armor, and then instead of wash it, take holy white on top of a company gray. And for some contrast I will do all the cotton stuff, so the robe, the arms, yeah, basically that's it. Not much wool or cotton here. I will take Diabolic Plum, and then I'm not sure if I will wash with Sepia tone or with something else. Then of course we got our little gold parts. I think the plasma pistol I will do in some kind of black. So it got really black, and of course the light blue and white. Then we got our Rosenkranz with the gold and silver. These sacred emblems will be gold. A little grenade. The belt will obviously be brown. The purity seals will go with I like skeleton bone. So we got like papyrus. And I think that's, yeah, okay. We got some air inhalation system here. Will go in deep gray, so I don't like real black, so I take a really deep gray. And I think when we're done, for bases I will go for desert, because my world eaters had desert bases and all my terrain will be desert, so I can play nice narrative campaign, maybe even a solo campaign within this new deck system Games Workshop released. So just get started, giving the paint a last shake. I already did that before with my OmniLab paint shaker. And then we take a, what is it, the regiment brush from Warlord Games is a little bit bigger. Take a dip of water to thin down the color. Yeah, everybody tells you that it's more smooth and everything. I will just take one drop just to make it a little bit more liquid. And then just, I think the only thing is we will try to not spill on the cloak and on the other cotton things. Everything else could be in this grayish tone. I think the challenge, so for me I'm a little bit of color blind. The real challenge will be if I hit every white area with our gray, because it's already difficult to me to tell, because it's a very light gray. So we're starting with the leg. And I will skip this part. I will fast forward it until we're finished, and it dried, so we can take our next color, Holy White. I will play some music, so enjoy, and we see us in a second. Okay, so our lovely new company grey dried. There's nearly no difference. I will show you the color again. It's in this new army painter scheme. It's the second. That's basically white, and then we took this one, so just a little bit off. Now we try to get some highlights with our Holy White. It's a speed paint. For you who don't know what speed paints is, or contrast paints, or I think there are hundreds of products right now. So in your top areas, like for example the leg, you will get your white, and in the recesses there will be shadows from white down to this grayish point. So you don't have to wash your miniatures if you do this on top of white. Let's see how this works on top of our company gray. Normally, I will just show you a different one. Oops, smashed my whole paint rack. You would take, for example, this blue. So you got your blue, your highlights, and in the recess this very dark blue. Okay, then very important here is to give it a good shake. You can see it here. We got real heavy pigment stuck down here. So give it a shake, or take a shaker. I use the OmniLab. I like this very much. And then don't be afraid. This is the color. It's very, very dark, but it should not be that dark on the miniature. So you don't have to thin that down. It's pretty thin, and then all over our miniature. Okay, it is very dark. I think I didn't shake it very well. Maybe I want it a little bit darker. Maybe not that dark. We will see. Maybe if we take a little bit less paint and really focus on the recesses here and down there. Okay, that's a little bit darker than I imagined, and it's darker than my upper for Terrican for the Space Marines. He would nearly be white, and she is nearly gray. I think something went wrong with my color, but that's not a problem. We always just can dry brush the miniature later with our company gray and bring back these highlights and details. So I'm a little bit careful not to spill anything or not too much on the cloak or on the details. Okay, so we got everything in holy white. It's more holy grey, but I think I'm starting to like it. Okay, so I will let Clementine dry. Okay, see you in a minute. So folks, everything is dried up, and as you see, it's very grey. I will dry brush all the grey parts to get some highlights back, and yeah, so this experiment doesn't work like I expected, so maybe I will have a look again on my holy white. I think maybe I didn't shake it right, because I used it several times and it looks different like this. So now we are just dry brushing, maybe even heavy dry brush, maybe medium. I want some grayish tone, and then we just keep going with our plum. We will see. Okay, so this isn't very wet because we dry brushed, so I think I will just apply the Demonic Plum, just to getting starting with some nice coloration. So I will make the same mistake. I will shake my Diabolic Plum once again, and yeah, just cut that out. So here we have it, the cloak stuff, the robes. I think I will dry wash the cloak and the armor with Sepia. I will just try it. We will have a look. Maybe I test it on a foot or so. And if I like it, I will do the rest of the model. Because I think there are not enough shadows. So we will have a look. I like the Demonic Plum. It's something different. I think it will look very nice on a red desert. On a red desert base. So yeah, I think we can rescue this. It's the first miniature, so we have time to figure out how to do this paint scheme best while building all the other miniatures. And when they build, we know how to paint them, and it should go pretty fast. Okay, so the next step will be, I think, the highlight. I will start washing when the plum is dried, maybe before adding the brown for the leather parts, and the skeleton bone for the purity seals, maybe even the silver for the grenade, and this little shield thingies, and I think the gold too. Yeah, so we will maybe finish the model and wash all together. Yes, okay, so next steps. Clear, we are making some details. Okay, so Demonic Plum is dried, and then our next colors will be some skeleton bone for the purity seals, some Baberian Flesh for the face, deep gray for the pistol, the breathing inhalation system, some electric blue, that's a very old one, for the plasma effect, then some weapon bronze for the eagle, the holy sign, the saint sign here, some details on the swords. Yes, some shiny silver for the Gebetskranz, ruddy amber for the belt, and some gun metal. What did I use the gun metal for? The grenade, of course. So I will just paint them and try to bring them together. We can get our mud white for the plasma effect and the hair. And then, yeah, when we're finished, before we will wash everything, I will show you the nearly finished model. Meanwhile, enjoy some music. So there you have it, you guys. Let's zoom in. Nearly finished with some wax stamps in red, I forgot, and then I decided to get the shields on either side in the same color as the army. Last piece is missing is the white for the plasma pistol and the gold, but I want to get that dried fully, and then I will shade everything but the hair in sepia tone. So I will put her aside till everything is dried and come back. So everything dried, I added some white to the plasma pistol, and now it's time for bath. Okay, so it's not quite what I would expected, but I think I like it very much. Just a little bit on the face. Okay. Maybe if I change the light. Yeah, I can live with that. That looks pretty nice. So next up is the base, and then it's finished. And then just a whole army left. So I will do the base in steps off camera and will cut that in fast forward because it's very simple. I just put sand paste on it, then Agros Earthshave, then wash it, Drybrush it, put some plants on it, finished. So we will see us with the finished model in detail. Little drum roll. Here, you got it, guys. Our finished model. I will put something white behind. Maybe it's better for focus. So we got our crackle paste here, some texture here, just one, it's desert, just one dry grass tuft. And then I think I like the contrast very much with the plum coat, a little bit of blue, and the main body in this grayish tone. So next up I build and paint. So I already built the Novitat squad and I will paint them up next in this color scheme, and after that Repentia, and after that the Paragon Warsuits, and I think then I will try a first little game. I think what is it, like 550 points, just to get used to some rules. And yeah, actually my next video will be hopefully the new terrain I printed, and yeah, we'll show you how I will build my terrain on the new footprints. So stay tuned, and as always, have a good one. See you next time.